Here we go.
Welcome back to Full On Football with our Sportswrap panel here tonight. Community radio coming to community TV. We've got, I'll start on the other end, we've got Kevin Agostini, Nick Malerba and Raj Singh. And it's great to have you on the show, guys.
Thank you very much. Actually, we're quite enjoying it. I think we're all novices to this, so it's it's very interesting. We'll have to discuss this tomorrow night.
You can tell why we do radio, can't you?
I think we'll have to return firing into the studio and see how you go.
It's really tight. You don't have a lot of time to play with, so it's a little bit different from radio. And of course, you can wear your pyjamas or anything on radio. You can't do that here.
We normally do.
Yeah, you look much better on the radio.
Yeah.
Oh, don't tell me like Peter Clemente told me that they did it naked. It was like, oh no, that's just too much information.
No, we don't want to turn off your listeners.
Not every week, anyway.
No, okay. Well, look, guys, this is State League time, and very, very interesting. Also, the State League, as you alluded to, Raj, Northern Demons doing very well, dropping back down to the State League, but they've recruited well. They've got some great players there, and they're coming up with the wins and doing it very well.
They're going really well, actually, and I know that Edwards has been one of their star recruits. He's been scoring a lot of goals, and but not their most star recruit, who's Adrian Leet, who's come in and assistant coaching. So, but you'd have to say he's having a fantastic year, though, isn't he? He gave the best on ground performance on the weekend.
He didn't score though.
He didn't score.
I'll put him under pressure to score.
He probably set it up though.
He didn't.
He's a bit of a much maligned player around the league. He's a hard nut, but he's definitely having results down there with a pretty young side. So it's good to see.
Well, he's also assisting with coaching.
Yes, he is.
Has he got the captaincy as well?
Yes. So
that's a lot of work for one guy to do, isn't it?
It's an interesting setup because obviously they're based down at Port Pirie, so they have half of them trained down at Port Pirie and half of them trained in Adelaide, and Adrian takes a group that are based in Adelaide. So it's an interesting setup, but it's obviously working well for them, which is good. He's got a lot of experience which he's passing on, so it's fantastic.
Of course, they got Sammy Farncombe there as well.
They have, yeah.
And they were to have Michael
Brooks,
but he didn't end up going there, so that would have been, very different. But, they've got some great players down there, as well as the guys that are based in Port Pirie, so it's good to see that they're doing very, very well. As we alluded to before, Sassy, of course, our elite players, our young players, doing very well, working their way through, up on top of the ladder at the moment because they've brought forward some of their matches. And the other debutantes, West Adelaide Blues, doing magnificently, Kevin.
Absolutely. Actually, Sassy's a spectacular team. They're just fun to watch. But you're right, Northern Demons, West Adelaide Blues and the NAB are going to be fighting it out for second and third position, I would imagine.
I'd go even further than that. I'd go down to Salisbury and Playford as well because they're not far behind. Yes, Nick.
Well, Playford far too good for the West Adelaide Blues this week.
Yes, let's have a look at that. This is a very surprising score. Let's have a look at the results from round 12 for the State League, and that third result was surprising. Now I had to check that to make sure that was right. So we had Sassy 4, Western District Toros 2. I guess no surprises there. Western District Toros did get a first win last week, but Sassy are very, very strong and they're playing very, very well. So Peroni scoring a brace, Monterosa and Costa, they are there continually every week scoring goals. And Joseph Costa is a brilliant player. He's a very mature player and absolute pleasure to watch. If you get a chance to watch him, do so, because he is a great young player and there's one person that we're going to hear a lot more about.
Has he been earmarked for a higher level?
I would imagine so. If he has not been asked to trial out for the youth league and to be in Joe Mullen's youth league, I would be surprised. I'd even put a bet on it, but I won't. But because he's a
not that you're a betting woman.
No, I'm not. I'm not a betting woman.
They're very fit though, Sassy, aren't they? They tend to overrun a lot of sides, and you see they score a lot of goals every week. So their fitness is probably one of their main assets.
And they do, and it's always to the latter part. They've got that fitness towards the latter part, and they can come over the top of players. So let's go back and have a look at those results again. And of course, Western District Toros, Tamarka scoring a brace there. Salisbury 5, Gawler 1. We had Shane Pearce on last week.
You had him on the wrong week,
I think. Off he goes, and he's very quiet with us, and he goes and scores a hat-trick away. So
it was 1-1 at half-time.
Well
so
done.
Great second half.
Yeah, well done, Shane Pearce. And Burns and Spivey scoring as well. And Trimboli, the consistent goal scorer there for Gawler. West Adelaide Blues, Neil, Playford 3. A magnificent win here by Playford. I would imagine they would have been celebrating till the cows came home. Jackson scoring a brace and Singlewood, to get over the top of West Adelaide, magnificent. Port Pirie 0, NAB 4. Another good win there by NAB, which keeps them at the top, towards the top of the table. Scamitzi, a hat trick, absolutely brilliant player.
He's still on fire, isn't he?
Absolutely. I mean, you know, great to have someone like that there, and he's been there for a couple of years. And then Seaford 0, Northern Demons 3. Big strong win there by Northern Demons. Farncombe scoring a brace, and Cox, my friend Cox there, scoring a goal for Northern Demons. So well done to the Demons there. So some good matches there.
You're a bit surprised that Playford City's a little lower than in the table than where they normally are?
Oh, they didn't start off too well.
Bit shaky?
Yeah, a bit shaky. Had a few injuries, but now they're... Well, that win was magnificent. Obviously, you know, to down West Adelaide, I don't know how they did it, but that was a great win, 3-0.
West Adelaide had one of their key players suspended though, Markovic. He's out for 2 or 3 games, so that's obviously played a big role because he's been their leading scorer, hasn't he?
I say that when we don't see Markovic on the score sheet, we understand he's either not playing or he's injured, and there we go. You've just confirmed that. So no, look, it's a great. They're a great team as well, and that's a game that they're going to have to come back from. So why don't we have a look at the tables after round 12 and have a look what's happening there. Now, Sassy have played 14 games. They're out on top. They're racking the games up this week. They're going to have 3 games in 4 days. So they're on 30 points. Northern Demons on 26. So with 8 wins, that's very good for them. West Adelaide also on 8 wins on 25. Look at the game. Look at the scores on 25 points. We've got West Adelaide 25, NAB 25, Salisbury 25. So that's the top 5, and then we've got Playford City on 22. So we've got 6 clubs vying for the top 5 spots, which is great competitiveness and great entertainment. Then we've got Gawler and Torres on 7, Seaford on 6, and Port Pirie on 4. I wanted to say something about, Sassy have got 3 games coming up. They're playing Playford on Thursday, and then they go up to Port Pirie and they play Port Pirie and Northern Demons. So 3 games in 4 days to rack them up. And then the young lads, those that are involved with the Nationals, are going off on the 4th of July to over interstate to Coffs Harbour. I know the girls are going there. I'm pretty sure the boys are going there, or to Sydney for the Nationals. So a week of competition. Congratulations to all those young players, women and men, that are in the under 14, under 15s and under 17s that are going to play in the Nationals, and also the under 14s that are going to play the friendship games. Well done to all those kids that have got into those teams, and we congratulate each and every one of you, and we wish you all the best of luck in your competition.
Absolutely.
Very well said. And
then who's playing the 3rd game against Sassy over the short week now? You said there's 3 games, 3 teams.
Top of the table clash, isn't it? The Northern Demons. It's a big game, Kevin.
So they'll have a good chance because Sassy should be tired.
So they're holidaying in Port Pirie, are they, for the weekend?
Holidaying? Oh, did you hear that, everyone? He said you're holidaying in Port Pirie. This Nick Malerba is the man. I've got his phone number if you'd like to contact him.
The fishing's great, so take your rod with you.
Ain't no holiday when you play, love. Let me tell you, this is a strong competition, and these guys are doing it well. We wish everybody all the best for their games over the weekend, and it'll be interesting to see next week to see how Sassy did go in all these matches.
They've had the past month. They've had a couple of make-up games, so they've tough schedule. They've proven that they can do it, and I'm surprised that they come away with 3 wins.
Well, they're pushing all their games forward because they're missing out during that week, and when they go to the
Maybe the Northern Demons might push it because of Adrian, but I reckon the others are pretty well.
No, you're getting on Adrian.
I'll get on the bandwagon.
Oh, Adrian, you got a lot of exposure today, haven't you?
You know, but send the check, Adrian. Don't forget.
10%.
Okay, well look, we're going to take another short break, guys, and coming up on our Spotlight segment, we're going to be talking women's football with Leanne Gubbins, the captain of Fulham United. Fantastic. So stick with us because we're going to be right back.
Here we go.
Bianco Building Supplies have